Gigi was supposed to go somewhere, but she didn't have to eat nothing all day. And she called her mom and said, I feel a bit weak. And her mom asked her, did you eat anything? She said, I just ate half an almond or something like that.
Half an almond?
Yeah, or one almond, I don't know. And then she told her, okay, just eat another one and chew it really well. Welcome to Lash podcast, where we talk about entertainment, business gossip,
Alternative lifestyle, unsolicited advice, and hot trends.
with your host, Anna and Chris. I have a question for you.
Yes.
Why do you eat in the day? Because you're hungry.
Yes.
Okay.
Because our body needs it. Every day.
That's why you eat? Because your body needs it?
No, not really. Τι θέλω να πω?
Except you're hungry, eh?
Ναι.
Why you eat? Why you need to eat, for example?
Because your stomach growls. So your body is telling you that something is missing.
Growing up, did you always think like that, or you just saw something, and you said, I have to eat it?
Maybe yes.
Was it always because you were hungry, or your stomach tells you?
No.
Is it because you saw something?
And it looked delicious, you mean?
Or because your stomach actually told you it's time to be hungry?
I don't think anyone did this. The second one, like if you're hungry, you're gonna eat. I think when you saw something and you liked it, your favorite food, I think you're gonna eat it. Especially if it's your favorite food, for example, and you already ate just a while ago, you're still gonna eat it. Not because you're hungry, but because it looks nice, it's tasty. Yeah.
You know, lots of our memories revolve around food.
Yes.
And family food. And whatever our mom and dad did, like traditional food.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
My other question is, why do you think people develop food disorders? The idea is that we should eat when our body asks us to eat.
Yes.
Which means when you get hungry.
Yeah, which is every couple of hours.
Yeah.
Not every 2-3 hours, maybe every 4 or 5 hours, more or less.
But do you know that thing that, it's been 6 hours and I haven't eaten yet? And then you have to eat because it's been 6 hours, 8 hours, or long.
So you're gonna forget to eat sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you actually forget to eat? Like as we said, your body tells you when it's time to eat.
Yeah.
But why we make it as a program to eat?
Because we grew up like that, I think. So you learn from a young age, for example, that when you get up in the morning, you have to eat. But then why do you have to eat, for example?
Are you always hungry in the morning?
That's the thing. And if you're hungry, if you're not hungry, why do you have to eat?
Yeah.
I saw a TikTok the last time about this. The mother said to everyone, she had a child. The child, her son was not hungry in the morning, every single morning almost. Yeah. But then the mother understood that he was not hungry, so he didn't have to eat.
Not
Why
at
would
that
you,
time.
force, your child to eat if he's not hungry? When your body is already programmed to notify, when you're hungry. Yeah.
So and then, maybe he's gonna get hungry after half an hour.
Yeah.
Or maybe a couple of hours later. You don't know. But he's gonna get hungry. He's gonna ask for food.
Yeah.
And if you go to school, if he goes to school, for example, you're gonna bring him his
lunch or
whatever. Yeah. Why everybody has to eat breakfast or their milk or whatever 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock?
That's a good question, actually.
Or why we have to eat dinner specific time?
I know a lot of people would argue that a good breakfast is important to go by your day, to give you energy as well.
Yeah.
And to keep you satisfied.
Of course, to keep you satisfied because you need it to work.
Yes, so you need to be more productive. So a good breakfast is really important. But then at the same time, as we mentioned earlier, you don't have to necessarily eat if you already wake up in the morning, for example, and you're feeling like a boost of energy.
Yeah.
Until you're hungry.
Yeah,
exactly. But then when you're eating every morning, and you're not that hungry, your body remembers that. Yeah. So then you cannot go even, for example, one day without eating.
Exactly. So that means you program your stomach, to eat specific times, and then your stomach will remind you.
Yes.
You didn't eat half an hour ago.
No.
Do you know the other thing? When you grow up and you're being, let's say, a teenager,
Yes.
and you watch all those role models, and you want to copy them, especially when they have nice bodies, or whatever, like beautiful, you know?
And you're trying to be like them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you're skinny, sometimes you try to be like them.
You try to be extra.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or-
I know where this is going to.
So when you're a little bit more chubbier,
Mm-hmm.
you try to be like them, and that causes a little bit of self-esteem problems.
Yeah.
A lot,
Mm-hmm.
not a little bit. And then you try to make a diet or to do whatever. Sometimes you go to extreme. You go to a doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's very unhealthy.
Mm-hmm.
And we have seen many things about weight gain and weight loss the past years,
Yeah.
and the awareness. Yeah. But do you know, men usually they don't care about this stuff. It's only most of us women, we care about our weight and how we look like. Yeah.
Okay.
So I want to tell you something. Men are intuitive eaters, which means their whole life they don't have like a role model. Maybe if they want to get muscly,
Yeah, of course.
in the gym,
Yeah.
but they never care about how they looked or if they're a bit chubbier, a bit skinnier. They don't care
Yeah.
because they eat whenever they want, whenever their body asks them to,
Yeah.
or how much the quantity they eat. And you know they eat.
Quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Usually.
Yeah.
And still they are okay.
Yeah.
So they stop whenever they're not hungry anymore.
Yeah.
They eat as much as their hunger tells them to.
Yeah. True.
And we don't.
We do the exact opposite, more or less.
Yeah.
We have to eat, for example, specific meals at a specific time, whether we are hungry or we're not hungry. And they tell you, for example, sometimes, you know, when you eat in the morning, and then they tell you gotta eat a snack in the middle,
Yeah.
you know, to keep it up a little bit. And then you gotta eat lunch. A lot of people, for example, they don't want to eat the snack, but they just eat it because they sort of have to eat it, let's say, because someone told them to, the dietitian or a nutritionist majority of the times, or this is how the diet goes maybe.
Yeah.
Or if they're going to the gym, they have to take extra things
Yeah.
that perhaps your body might not need them, but you take them because you're doing you're exercising, you know. So then you kind of like add to your body a little bit more for like a struggle,
Yeah.
you could say, because it's trying to burn all the things that you're eating every 2-3 hours,
Yeah.
and that's going out of the schedule of the normal function of the
organism,
body.
yeah.
Exactly.
But the thing is, why are we programmed to make those to make this extra effort about eating?
Thing is the standards of the society. They tell you nowadays, for example, you have to look a certain way. You have to be like that. Otherwise, you are not going to fit in, maybe.
Yeah. But this is for women. It's
Only.
targeted
Yeah, I know.
to women.
Because the women have to be, let's say, the beautiful genre. Let's
Yeah.
say. So it is more or less expected from women to take care of themselves
Yeah.
at a very early stage.
Yeah.
Until they grow old a lot.
Of course. But the thing is, we end up having those eating disorders usually because of this societal standard.
Yeah. And it starts from a very young age.
Yeah.
Imagine when you're, for example, in primary school.
Yeah.
I'm sure 100% every single one, every single person came across some girls in the classroom that were a bit more popular.
Yeah.
And let's say, you could say a bit more desirable by other boys in class.
Yeah.
And some girls that were a little bit more insecure. So they kind of like sat in their own corner and kind of were quiet the whole time, you know? So this is how it starts.
Yeah.
And then it goes to extreme, especially when you reach to the age of that you're a teenager, close to an adult.
Yeah.
And that stays on for the rest of your life.
Even in your 20s,
yeah, exactly.
30s.
Exactly. Even if you try to change it or be what you think is acceptable or what you think is a standard, you're still not going to be satisfied.
Yeah. Even if you lose that weight,
Yeah.
that extra weight,
Yeah.
or even if you gain that extra, I don't know, muscle maybe,
Yeah, muscle, if you're fitness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
still you're not gonna be satisfied.
Yeah.
The other thing this societal standard imposes on women, maybe even sometimes on men, do you have to finish your food? your plate? Do you have to?
No, you don't have to.
Do you need to?
I was gonna say yes.
Do you know those people, they come from families that the family kinda implies that...
You gotta finish your food before you get off the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that they don't imply, they say it.
So I think when you're a child, they say to you, finish your food, and then you can go to bed, for example, or go out or something. But that's because, for example, they want you to be healthy. So if you're eating like a healthy meal, the parents obviously want you to finish, to be like, to have energy, to be productive during the day and all that. But why are you telling your child, for example, to finish their food if they just had enough?
Probably because they're gonna be hungry in an hour again. But as we said, the body tells you when it's hungry.
Exactly.
And the child will get hungry and tell you, I'm hungry.
Exactly.
Or start whining, kind of.
So he doesn't have to eat a big quantity.
Yeah, just because.
Exactly.
Maybe it's not its time. Maybe their body, maybe they didn't lose this, they didn't burn this energy yet.
Yeah.
So why do we have to?
Or maybe the child is not feeling well with eating so much. Maybe
even specific food.
Yeah.
But yeah, as we said, we have to be healthy. But on the other side, it's better if the child is hungry and is satisfied with whatever he likes. But not just finish your plate. Do you know why? Because when that child grows older, he's gonna be that child, that adult, that he has to finish the food.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be in an extreme way.
Yeah.
Which means at the end, you gain more calories because you have to finish your food.
Yeah. So it kind of stays in your mind. Yeah. I think nowadays some households, they have the chance to afford more. They can buy, for example, to the child this extra chocolate that he needs, this extra any other snack that they need, for example.
Not only about snacks, healthier food. Sometimes we see if the household is like in a low-income household.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes they take off the healthier options because they are more expensive.
Exactly. But our generation, our parents, for example, our grandparents, they didn't have this mentality of, or the chance as well, to go and buy those snacks, for example. And what happened after that, when they grow old, these old generations, and they could afford to buy, they started piling up on every single snack they could find.
Do you know that is causing the scarcity trauma?
Yeah.
Which means the lacking of resources growing up. And this can be transferred to their children and the children to their children after.
Yeah, to the next generation and so on, yeah.
If our grandparents, they didn't have the chance to afford everything, then this trauma transferred to our parents. Yeah. And then our parents, they transfer this to us.
Yeah. And then it's going to happen more the same thing, to the next generation.
So when you grow up, you know, sometimes when you feel like if your fridge is empty, you feel insecure, unsafe. Although you can go and buy something.
Of course, but you feel like need to have something at least.
Or if you go out and sometimes you buy maybe 2 of those things or 3 of those things, just in case. This just in case is the scarcity trauma.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of increase the last couple of years, very recent actually, all those trends about having a pantry. Literally an entire room full of snacks, food, and just stocking up on food, like dry food, for example, things that can go on the shelf. Exactly. Just in case something happens, for example. Which is kind of rare for something to happen. But you still have this generational, let's say, trauma from your parents, so you kind of also do the same thing. I want to ask you actually something.
Do you know when you're growing up in this kind of household?
Okay.
Did you ever have like snacks? Okay, maybe we had chocolate.
Yeah.
And some juice.
Yeah.
But did you actually had little snacks, salty snacks or other sweet snacks?
Rarely. Rarely, yeah.
Do you know I came across this TikTok trend that says, is your house an ingredient household? Snacks.
Okay.
Which means you had to make your own snacks with whatever ingredient was in your pantry.
Yeah.
Which means it's not the normal chocolate, saltines or crackers or whatever. You had to take, I don't know, maybe some cheese and some maybe cracker.
Yeah.
and mix it together.
Yeah, to
Put
make
a
your
little
own
bit in
little
the-
snack. Yeah.
But I have a very rare ones. You know when you eat this pasta?
The pasta? The actual pasta?
You know when you crack
And you eat it, yeah.
This is your snack.
Yeah, it is. You know when you make spaghetti, specifically? It's the best snack to eat at that time. Yeah.
Or sometimes...
How bad is that for your teeth, though? Like, it's cracking every time.
I know, but this was our...
Yeah, this was the best, but I was always afraid for my teeth that it's just gonna break because it's actually really hard. Really hard.
It's really hard, yeah.
And sometimes I think a bit annoying because they get stuck in your teeth a little bit. I think a lot of people nowadays they have this very similar to this, the girl dinner kinda.
That's where the girl dinner was born.
Yeah, and it's very recent trend as well.
Mm-hmm.
You eat sort of whatever you have.
In your house.
Yeah, and
Either
you combine whatever you have.
Yeah. Sometimes this odd combination.
Yes, I know.
But this is the best snacks.
Mm-hmm.
Cheese and ketchup.
Oh, I've done this.
It was the best thing.
I've done it. The best thing sometimes I buy American cheese, the one that is really soft, and I just put any sauces inside, and that's how you eat it. Especially if you have, for example, any pickles on the side or some jalapeno and all these things, or some little crackers on the side. Oh, amazing! That's enough.
You're done for the night.
Yeah.
You know this example of Gigi Hadid and her mom? Her mom was a model, and she tried to make her daughters models.
Yeah, to follow up as well.
Yeah,
of course.
And because they were beautiful as well, so like, you know. And she had to control their food intake.
Okay.
So not to eat burgers, not to eat fast food, eat something healthy,
something small and
salad.
healthy. Yeah.
And there was an incident that I think Gigi was supposed to go somewhere, but she didn't have to eat nothing all day. And she called her mom and said, I feel a bit weak. And her mom asked her, did you eat anything? She said, I just ate half an almond or something like that.
Half an almond?
Yeah, or one almond, I don't know. And then she told her, okay, just eat another one and chew it really well.
And that was it?
So imagine when they were growing up, and I've heard they had stories like their mom had to really pressure them not to eat too much or just eat one or two things a day.
That's a bit extreme, I think.
And I know Gigi, she said she likes burgers, but she cannot eat them.
Wow.
Because of this. And what I want to say is, like, in this kind of situations at home, for example, of course they're gonna influence. Okay, if you have this situation at home, of course they're gonna influence your food intake.
Yeah.
Even if you grow up.
Yeah.
And then you're being either anorexic or always have a self-esteem problem.
Yeah. Because they remind you from a young age that you should pay attention. You must pay attention to this. And there are things that you should follow, kinda.
Yeah.
So
not every family does that, but imagine those extreme cases.
Yeah. Because of this incident, I remember now actually that when Jimmy Fallon gave a burger to Gigi Hadid.
Yeah.
Because of this. Because of what happened.
Because everybody knows what happened in that time. Yeah.
And I think that was probably the best meal in her whole life, to be honest. Yeah.
Imagine those models, they have to keep it up every time. Okay, when it's your job, yes. To control your intake.
If it goes to an extreme level, that's when it gets a bit more serious, let's say.
Yeah. I mean, get mentally serious.
Exactly. If you're weak, that means your body is literally telling you, it's screaming at you that something is wrong. So you shouldn't follow it just because, for example, society requires you to do so.
From that thing also, it comes the other thing that if you feel guilty that you ate too much or you try to keep a diet and you're craving something and then you eat it and then you
regret it instantly.
Yes, and then you throw it up.
Yeah.
It's another food disorder.
Yes, I know. Yeah. People, I think models, I've heard models doing this thing as well many times.
Not even models, like people, like normal people, teenagers.
Yeah, they've done this as well many times. What they do mostly is, this trick. You smell, for example, your favorite sweet and then you eat the salad on
That's lame.
Look where we reached, though, this is not about being healthy. This is about going to an extreme situation of eating disorder to fit into the society. Yeah. So if you're craving the sweet, you're gonna have to eat it. Of course,
your
not the whole time.
Yeah.
Like you need, for example, at least like a small piece of chocolate, for example, every day or every 2 days or something.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's not gonna do anything bad to you. And your body needs it.
Yeah. They say certain cravings that you have is your body asking you for something that is missing.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't ignore it just because I crave chocolate. It means my body needs some kind of energy that I couldn't take from chicken.
Yeah, exactly.
Salad.
Yeah, exactly.
The point is, we shouldn't follow those extreme measures of dieting or whatever we're gonna do, because our body needs food to survive. You shouldn't deprive yourself of your cravings.
Or the nutrition that you need and the vitamins that you need.
Because your cravings means your body needs something, is missing something from the nutrients.
Exactly, yeah.
So listen to these cravings and just follow your body when it tells you, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Let me take you to another topic.
Okay.
Which is a little bit heartfelt for me.
Yes.
Like, it's a little bit exhausting.
Okay.
Do you know, here in London we have to share our houses.
Yes.
And we have just a room.
That's the reality of London, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very hard and probably very expensive to find a place, a whole apartment on your own.
Yeah.
So majority of the people, a huge, large percentage of the population are living in a shared household.
Which means you have to share at least
the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If not your toilet as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, my question is, do you get mad when these people share your stuff in the kitchen?
It happened many times. It happened so many times. I think this is probably one of the daily, let's say, struggles, yes, you're gonna have to go through, because people, some of them, they kind of don't know, let's say, boundaries.
Yeah.
Although it's a shared kitchen, that doesn't mean you're gonna have to use somebody else's utensils.
Maybe sometimes there are cutlery that they are shared.
There are, because the landlord will provide you a kitchen fully equipped with everything. But then, of course, you're not gonna, if you want, yes, you can borrow the utensils and all that. But majority of the people, they buy their own things, you know. So when you're using, for example, the cabinets in the kitchen for your dishes, for your snacks, for everything, some people want to use them as well. And they don't know, for example, that there is boundaries, even if you make it explicit.
Yeah, many times.
Yes.
Okay, let's say they use your utensils or whatever, to make their food.
Yeah.
But when they eat your food...
Huh?
Yeah.
No, I've never come across that.
Yeah. It's different when you say, okay, you can use my coffee machine with my coffee.
Yeah, okay.
Whenever you want,
yeah.
But not actually. Sometimes there are people, and I've heard stories. It didn't happen to me personally, but I heard stories that when they share a fridge, because the fridge usually is in the kitchen,
Yes. Oh, and they get their food. Oh, that's what
sometimes
you mean.
Maybe they take some milk or something, you know.
Yes.
You don't know what's happening in there.
You don't know because you're not there, obviously, 24/7. Yeah, of course.
And there are people, like, the same way as they can use your utensils, they can just grab something to eat, and you maybe you will notice if after some time there is nothing there. But that's the thing, those people, they have never learned that there are boundaries. Like, your family is your family and you can share everything, but when you go to another place with different people, you shouldn't.
That's a whole lot of a debate there.
The other thing, why they don't understand if you say it to them once, twice, 3, 5, 10 times. What do you do in these situations? Like, do you get angry? Do you hide your stuff? Like, where are you gonna keep them?
I think you're already hiding your stuff in the cabinets.
Yeah, each one has their own. Yeah.
But you don't know. You never know what happens in the kitchen. For example, they can always just open the cabinet and get your thing. Yeah.
Maybe they put it back. You're not here.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
I know my mom told me, like, my family taught me, like, this is my thing, and of course I'm gonna share it if I want, but I'm not gonna go to take the other person's thing and just use it for no reason.
Of course, yeah. That's the boundary. That's let's say the limit.
Yeah. The audacity.
The audacity.
Oh, you know the other thing. I have an example. You know, in the kitchen usually you use your towel to dry your dishes or your hands, whatever. Everybody has their own towel.
Yeah.
Sponge or
whatever.
Yeah.
There are things. Yeah.
So I had a guy one time in my kitchen. And I keep specifically my towel in my cabinet, half in, half out, so you can dry.
Hanging,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what happened is, of course, he's a man. He doesn't use towels, but he finds whatever he finds and he uses it. Yeah?
Just grab everything he sees around?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what happened one time, I found my towel thrown somewhere in the place. I say, okay, somebody used my towel. I take it, I wash it, of course. It was really bad. It was really dirty.
Oof.
And I don't keep my towels dirty. And I washed it, and I dried it, and the next day I put it back in my cabinet. Half in, half out. This is my cabinet.
Yeah.
The next time I go back, I see it thrown somewhere, dirty. I take it back. I wash it, I put it back in my cabinet. This maybe happened like 5, 6, maybe 10 times.
And he still didn't...
The guy didn't get the hint, man.
And he kept using it?
Yes.
Even after... Did you say anything or...?
No, but I'm like, I wash it, it's clean, I put it in my cabinet. Why do you take it?
Okay.
So, what happened is, I send a message in the group chat, because we have a group chat.
Yeah.
I say, this is my towel, and I take it every week, and I put it back clean, and you still keep using it. And I put it in my cabinet. You shouldn't take it.
Wait, in the first place, for example, why would you take somebody else's towel? Like, if you... Like, the towel... Maybe it's not clean. I don't know. Maybe you don't know.
You're using somebody else's towel.
Yeah,
you don't know what I did with it.
Exactly. You don't know what you... That's weird.
And in one meal, he made it so dirty. Like, I need to make a few meals until my towel gets dirty.
You should buy him a towel.
Well, what happened?
There you go.
He didn't say anything. And the next day, I saw him, he bought a pack of towels.
He bought a pack of towels.
I'm like, yes.
Win.
Justice.
Justice served.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But imagine if I continued to do that for 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, he would still continue using it.
Maybe, yeah.
And I think he burned it somehow a little bit. I saw something.
Something like a...
Yeah.
Oh, this other thing, what the majority of the people do, and I say majority on purpose because I learned and I grew up in a different way.
Yeah.
Whatever is mine, I take it, for example, I use it, I put it away in its place.
Yeah.
But some people, what they do, because they know it's a shared kitchen, and they know they can sort of use everything and...
Don't care about it.
Yes, and not care really because it's not their kitchen. What they're going to do is, if they're cooking something, then... when they're done cooking, they're just going to leave all the dishes
until the
and
next
pots.
time.
Exactly.
And maybe next time is next week.
Exactly. And I've seen a lot of instances where my flatmates, for example, they left so many times their pots and pans unwashed.
Their glasses and everything.
And not only in the stovetop area where you have to have it clean because other people want to cook as well, but also in the sink. And then you kind of unable basically to wash your dishes because somebody else's dishes are there. Yes, it's piled up. And then obviously what are you going to do? You're just going to take it out and move it somewhere else. It's really weird. And I think like some people don't really understand the definition of living in a shared house. Yeah. If it's your own kitchen, you can live this. Because
it's your own for kitchen. A year.
Yeah. Leave it for a year. But you got to be respectful of your other flatmates as well because you're not by yourself. Especially when there's more than 2 people using the kitchen.
What the other thing that if you leave your used stuff there and they get moldy.
Yes.
Or they have those flies.
I had my flatmate actually, this exact thing happened and she actually wrote a note in the kitchen for that person to clean their pots and pans because they started getting smelly and they had flies.
Well, it's a health hazard.
Yes, it is. And then after that, it didn't happen anymore. But why would you reach to the stage of
other people?
Yes, other people complaining about you not being clean, not keeping the surfaces clean, especially in a shared kitchen, when everyone else is trying to put their things away for you, for example. Exactly. Because I'm gonna put my things away for everyone else, you know.
Or at least if it's dirty, keep it in your room. If you don't have time to, I don't know, you're busy.
Exactly.
Or the rubbish.
Or the rubbish as well. So many times. And I've complained many times. But then people keep doing it because perhaps they
They don't care.
They don't care as much, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I grew up in a different way, so it's kind of like
Clashing.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really like disturbing sometimes. It's a real struggle that I go to the kitchen, for example, and I see 2 bags of rubbish
Hanging
laying
there.
around. Yeah.
For
I don't know for
10
how
days,
long. Yeah.
15 days. Of
Until
course.
someone speaks to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until the smell comes out.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, it's time for Yay Time. The game that we have today is called a random word game.
On 1, 2, 3, we say a random word.
Yes.
And we will reach to the point to say the same word. If we can.
Yes, exactly. Okay.
So let's start.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Bear.
Microphone. No.
No.
1, 2, 3.
Lips.
1, 2, 3.
Jacket.
Eyes.
No.
1, 2, 3.
Lamp.
Eyebrows.
No.
1, 2, 3.
Nose.
Airplane.
Because you heard the airplane from outside.
1, 2, 3.
Wardrobe.
Water.
Oh, no. Yes. 1, 2, 3.
Paper.
TV. 1, 2, 3. Eyebrows.
I was gonna say eye. Did I say eye before?
Did I say? I think you said eyebrows before.
Eyebrows I said, yes, I know.
Yeah. Why did I say the same thing? Okay,
I don't
cancel. Well, let's say it again.
In different time.
No.
1, 2, 3.
Nails.
Parts of the body.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Why we both stuck? I don't know what that means. 1, 2, 3.
Door.
Curtain.
Oh my god, we are.
We are so bad.
Yes. 1, 2, 3.
Bottle. To what? Number 2. No, we okay.
1, 2, 3.
Plant.
Heater.
No. 1, 2, 3.
TV. No?
No. No.
There are no other words in my mind.
Then other words on my is whatever I see in front of me, I think.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Chair.
Pillow. Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3. Hair.
Bed.
No.
We said bed.
It's fine.
Okay, it's okay.
1, 2, 3. Background.
Eyelashes. No. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Guitar.
Lip gloss. No. Why are you not syncing with me?
Oh my god.
1, 2, 3.
Snow.
Camera.
No. It's snowing.
We have a camera. 1, 2, 3. Lamp.
I was gonna say sun, but I don't know why I said little. We're almost there.
Yeah, almost there.
1, 2, 3. Computer. No. 1, 2, 3. Water.
Smile.
1, 2, 3. Neck.
Olives. Okay, nice.
1, 2, 3.
What is this?
1, 2, 3. Pumpkin.
Shelf.
Is out of tune. 1, 2, 3. T-shirt.
Carrot.
No.
No.
1, 2, 3. Car.
Ring. We cannot find it. 1, 2, 3. Lion.
I didn't have nothing.
You didn't have anything. 1, 2, 3. Mosquito. No.
1, 2, 3. Cat. Nothing?
Nothing.
No.
Nothing. No. No. 1, 2, 3. Goat.
Lips.
We said lips.
Stick.
1, 2, 3. Ceiling.
Cow.
No. Whatever I see in front of me.
1, 2, 3.
Shark.
Phone. No, completely nothing. Okay, don't look at me.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Headphones. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Screen. Internet.
No.
No.
1, 2, 3.
Clock.
Charger.
No.
1, 2, 3. Bag.
Bag.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Hmm.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Mold.
Blue.
Mold is blue. Or dark
Green.
blue.
1, 2, 3.
The
Rubbish.
1, 2, 3. Basket.
Flatmates.
Huh? What? What was that?
Flatmates.
One, two, three. Utensils.
I have no idea what I'm talking about. 1, 2, 3. Fork. Spoon. Knife.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Pasta.
Macaroni.
Oh. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Sauce.
Sauce. No.
Now
All right.
So now let's go to the fish of the day.
So what are we fishing today?
Chocolate.
Oh, okay.
Let me take my glasses because I'm blind.
Okay.
Do you know chocolate has coffee inside?
I don't think so.
You know the cocoa powder?
Yes.
We make chocolate from the cocoa powder.
Yeah.
And the cocoa powder that we drink has coffee inside.
So it's kind of bitter. Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't matter if it's bitter, but...
Yeah. Yeah.
As well as the cacao tree, which we take the beans to make the cocoa powder and then make chocolate, has coffee.
Okay.
So if I want to tell you right now that dark chocolate, 28 grams of dark chocolate contains 12 milligrams coffee. But you don't like dark chocolate. That's the most of it, yeah?
They have so much caffeine inside?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. That's why it gives you energy as well. Okay.
And the milk chocolate, 43 grams, contains 9 milligrams of caffeine.
Oh, that's very little. So that's not too much.
Yeah. The white chocolate, which does not come from the cacao tree, doesn't have no caffeine. Yeah. Nor chocolate.
Yeah.
And the cocoa powder that we drink sometimes as a alternative to chocolate, 100 grams contains 230 milligrams of caffeine.
Okay.
Which means when we back home when we were drinking cocoa sometimes, not chocolate,
Yeah.
like a hot drink.
Yes, I remember.
It's actually like a drinking coffee kinda.
Wow. When we were children, when we were drinking it as well.
Yeah.
That's a nice fact, actually. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into the Lash podcast.
That was it for today.
We upload a new episode every single Tuesday.
We will see you next week.
Yeah.
Be good. Bye-bye.
Don't forget to follow us on all socials. We have also uploaded some of the episodes on Spotify as well, if you'd like to listen to them.
And Apple Podcasts.
Yes, as well.